Have you ever wondered what it's like to live on the edge of the world? In today's video, we're taking you on an extraordinary journey to some of the most isolated buildings on Earth. These structures defy the odds, standing strong in the most remote and rugged landscapes imaginable. From ancient monasteries perched high on cliffs to lone cabins deep in the wilderness, each of these buildings tells a story of human resilience and the quest for solitude. So, pack your bags and prepare to venture into the unknown as we uncover the 16 most isolated buildings on our planet. Ready to explore the unreachable? Let's dive in. Moon Hole. In the Grenadine Islands of the Caribbean on the Isle of Bequia lies a small, remote community of homes built directly into the environment. Moon Hole began as a single home merged with nature. A tree grew through the master bathroom, and materials like whale bones, native wood, and washed-up debris were used to craft the home. Today, this 17-home community is used as an eco-friendly vacation rental and wildlife preservation area. Dina House. One hot summer in the forest near Bajina Basta, in western Serbia, a group of young men sought refuge from the rushing current of the Dina River when they found a large rock in the middle of the stream. After stretching out on this craggy surface, they found it uncomfortable. So when they returned, they brought wooden planks to lie on. Before they knew it, the group had erected a small shack, precariously perched on the rock. Over time, the rushing waters have torn it down 6 times, but after each destruction, a newer, sturdier building went up in its place. Castle Stalker. On a small island in Scotland's Loch Lake stands Castle Stalker, a 4-story tower house. It is one of the best-preserved medieval structures in Scotland and gained mainstream fame thanks to its use in the classic film Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The castle began as a fort in 1320, but expanded over time under new lordship. It passed from clan to clan throughout history, most notably in 1620, when it transferred from the Stuart family to Clan Campbell due to a drunken wager. Abandoned in 1840, the castle endured significant damage, but it has since been restored and is now privately conserved, opening to the public a few times each summer. Crystal Mill. In the 19th century, many different resources were used to power tools and machinery, including compressed air. Stations were set up to utilize natural resources, like running streams, using turbines to drive massive air compressors. One such powerhouse in the Colorado wilderness is known as Crystal Mill. Built between 1892 and 1893, the station originally powered drills and other tools used in nearby mining operations. The Crystal River runs right past this historic building, and visitors can access the mill by way of 4x4 vehicles from the town of Marble. Basco Monastery. In the Leh district of the Ladakh region of northern India, the ruins of Basco lie in the shadow of a large Buddhist monastery perched on a hill above the town. Composed of 3 separate temples, the Basco Monastery is dedicated to the Maitreya Buddha, a figure prophesied in Buddhist literature to enlighten the future. This is best demonstrated by a towering, nearly 46-foot statue of the deity in the largest of the 3 temples. Visiting this 17th century structure isn't particularly difficult, though the town is seemingly in the middle of nowhere, tucked between high-rising desert hills and pockets of grassy fields about 25 miles outside the town of Leh. Elliday Island House. On the northeasternmost side of Iceland's Westman Islands is Elliday Island. This sloping green landmass covers an area of 110 acres and is the 3rd largest isle in the archipelago. Despite once being populated by families subsisting on fishing and cattle, it now has a permanent population of 0. However, within a small valley, a single house stands hidden from civilization. This cabin is actually a hunting lodge owned and operated by the Elliday Hunting Association. Its main purpose is to provide shelter and a sauna for members who come to the island to hunt puffins, a species native to Elliday Island. Casa do Penedo. In nature, animals often make use of their surroundings to craft a shelter, whether constructing nests between branches, making a home out of a hollow tree trunk, or situating their family between sturdy boulders. The latter example isn't reserved for the animal kingdom, as proven by the Portuguese Casa do Penedo. The stone house, Casa do Penedo, literally translates to House of the Rock. It took 2 years to build between 1972 and 1974 and was meant to be a simple holiday home for the owners. However, over time, it has developed into a tourist destination for visitors traveling between Salorico de Basto and Faith. Currently, the boulder-walled building houses relics and photographs from its own history as a museum of sorts. Monastery of the Holy Trinity. The rocky cliffs of Meteora rise 1,300 feet above the ground and serve as home to a religious structure that's more than 500 years old. The Monastery of the Holy Trinity was one of 24 monasteries built on top of these precipices centuries ago, and it is one of the few still standing today. Historically, monks would retreat to these sanctuaries during times of political strife. Today, the Holy Trinity Monastery is open to the public. To reach the ancient architecture, one must travel a road from the town of Kalambaka, then navigate a series of tunnels before climbing 130 stone steps. Svalbard Global Seed Vault. Global crises are a looming concern as climate change, technological advances, and other modern factors continue to alter our world. To protect against the potential loss of plant species, particularly certain strains that could be lost to a natural disaster or other interference, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault was established in Norway. Hidden in the safety of the Svalbard archipelago on the island of Spitsbergen, this building protects millions of seed samples, with the potential to hold up to 2.25 billion individual seeds. Thanks to the naturally low temperatures and Norway's funding, these seeds are secured for the safety of our future. Wardeye House. Named after Sir James Wardeye, a member of the Imperial Trans-Antarctic Expedition, this Antarctic base is one of the earliest British scientific research stations in the world. Stationed at Winter Island, it was built with materials from another station at Port Lockroy, as well as with salvaged material from a whaling station on Deception Island. The building served researchers well from 1947 to 1954 before another base was established and the scientists transferred locations. Eventually, the 5-person station was restored and declared a historic site, with items like rations, tools, typewriters, and research equipment still on the grounds, creating an Antarctic time capsule.